What's going on? Come on, man. Hello. And all right, getting back to it, man. You know what I'm saying? Niggas can roll on some real shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Give thanks for the call, 813-254-7820. You already know what it be like. Getting back into it, man, where we left off, Psalms 87. Let's just go into the scripts of Psalms 87, because we talking about Mount Zion, the concept of this. This is what Psalms 87 say now. His foundation is in the holy mountains. The Lord loveth the gates of Zion more than all the dwellings of Jacob. Now remember, Jacob got renamed Israel. So that's all the dwellings of Israel. Glorious things are spoken of thee, O city of God. Selah. I will make mention of Rahab and Babylon to them that know me. Behold, Philistia and Tyre, with Ethiopia, this man was born there. And of Zion it shall be said, this and that man was born in her. And the highest himself shall establish her. The Lord shall count when he writeth up the people, that this man was born there. Selah. As well the singers as the players on instruments shall be there. All my springs are in thee. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. That's what it's saying straight up. It's like, look what the key points. City of God described it as. First it said the city of David. Yeah. Now they say the city of God. So you could just interchange David and God. You know what I'm saying? That show you how high the shit niggas was on. You know what I'm saying? It's now it say with Ethiopia, this man was born there. And of Zion it shall be said, this and that man was born in her, and the highest himself shall establish her. It said of Zion it shall be said, this man was born. And it said with Ethiopia, this man was born there. Then it said, and of Zion it shall be said, this and that man was born there. Ethiopia is Mount Zion. It just basically switched it off. Let you know, with Ethiopia, this man was born there, and of Zion it shall be said, this and that man was born in her, and the highest himself shall establish her. That's what the scripts say. The city of God in Ethiopia, Mount Zion. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about Mount Zion. That's what the fuck really, I'm talking about. If you really look at the original shit, going back to the ancient Tawahadu, you know what I'm saying? The original Zion really is Ethiopia. Because it's just the Garden of Eden. You know what I'm saying? The purity is no motherfucking game that everybody see that the first people came off of out of East Africa about the Nile, the crater of the Nile River. The Nile civilization, the Nile, the only river that flow upwards. So the base of the Nile, of course, is where the people will settle, and they will migrate towards up. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know the heart, where Ethiopia, the ancient Tawahadu, came before any other African region. You know what I'm saying? All of that really was named the Tawahadu, the Ethiopia. And you can tell the evidence by the Atlantic Ocean was once called the Ethiopiacus Ocean because it touched the west coast of Ethiopia. You know what I'm saying? So this is the real shit about it, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's like, well, the concept of paradise, you know what I'm saying? Like JAH with his people, you know what I'm saying? Heaven, you know what I'm saying? The Almighty Father with his people, a utopia. A utopia is what? A perfect community. Now look at that shit, utopia, Ethiopia. You know what I'm saying? Tomato. It's like a fruitopia. You know what I'm saying? You just got to understand the switching of a perfect community, a utopia. Now I say Ethiopia. This is what it's talking about in the scripture. That said Ethiopia, Mount Zion. That was Psalms 87. Nigga just read the shit off. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to look into how I break down what it show, Israel sprouted out of Ethiopia. You know what I'm saying? That came out of Ethiopia. First it is the ancient Tawahadu, the black. Then Israel later was another branch that grew out of that. Another recreation of the righteousness, you know what I'm saying? So then you can even understand that in Amos 9 verse 7. When it said, are you not like unto the Ethiopians unto me, O children of Israel? That's Amos chapter 9 verse 7. When it says, are ye not like unto the Ethiopians unto me, O children of Israel? Basically saying, ain't y'all niggas just like them? Like, I got y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The direct comparison right there again. You know what I'm saying? Also, the second Zion represent really in Jerusalem, Israel, where it used to be. Now the crackers on ran up on the shit. We know that. That's why it got removed. That's a whole nother thing. But originally back then, the second Zion was Jerusalem, Israel, with King David reigned. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they're talking about in the first, like we said earlier, the first mention of Zion in the script, 2 Samuel 5:7, stronghold of Zion. Same as the city of David, you know what I'm saying? So that's the second Zion. The third Zion is now talked about in Revelation, in our time, Revelation chapter 3, verse 12, where they talk about, you know, the city of God. Like it said in Psalms 87 now, it say, glorious things are spoken of thee, O city of God. And they talk about Zion. You know what I'm saying? Ethiopia. Now I talk about that again, Revelation chapter 3, verse 12, city of God, New Jerusalem. And they see it was an old Jerusalem, now it's a New Jerusalem. And that relates back to Ethiopia. You know what I'm saying? How Emperor Lalibela physically manifested it with the 7 rock churches carved out of solid rock in Ethiopia, man. The motherfuckers still don't know how that shit
look
did.
harder than the bitch, too. You need to Google them motherfuckers.
I'm telling you, boy. We're going to touch down that shit and get the shit on the documentary. The shit is real. You know what I'm saying? The shit is real. You know what I'm saying? GMRNStv. You know what I'm saying? It is real. That's what they call this shit, because the shit is real. That's how we repping this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So, in the third Zion, like we say, Revelation 3:12, the reference of that being the city of God, New Jerusalem, relating back to Ethiopia, the kingdom of heaven, Lalibela, New Jerusalem, the 7 rock churches manifested physically from the spiritual concept to the physical with Lalibela, laid the shit down. You know what I'm saying? That also represents the city of God, like it's saying Psalms 87, Zion is the city of God. And it said with Ethiopia, this man was born in her. And of Zion, it shall be said, this man was born in her. Like, you know, right there, that's the concept. What the script saying now? What the script saying? I ain't making the shit up. You know what I'm saying? Niggas like, fuck the nigga talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't get mad. It's funny how niggas say they so real on shit.
Yeah.
But
Then when they get on some touchy little something,
they get on some real shit about niggas.
They want to get offended.
About showing how niggas hard really niggas is. You know what I'm saying? How niggas can really defeat this motherfucking wicked shit. Niggas get scared. What they say about fear?
Fear is a state of mind fit for child and not man. So if your ass running around that bitch scared, you like a little motherfucking jit. What the fuck is you scared of?
I'm telling you, dog. Real shit. That's some real shit. Fear is a state of mind fit
for a child and not man.
Not man, dog. Because if it's really real, it said, lo, do I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. Lo, thou art with me, because I'm with my damn self.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? When you connect to the I self, that's the far eye. Like my boy said, if I can get that far eye.
My boy Ebo, shout out to my dog too.
Rastafari. If I can get that far eye on your ass, that's what the nigga was trying to tell you. Lock in, nigga. You can get that far eye. You know what I'm saying? Getting back to now, we got the third Zion now, the Trinity, with the New Jerusalem. Ethiopia is Mount Zion, as established by the scripts in Psalms 87. You can say whatever. You go look the shit up. You know what I'm saying? That's the real shit. The black. That's just the truth,
rather you
man.
look it up.
Don't get mad at me, cuz. This GMRNS, this is grown man real nigga shit. A lot of the people just saying shit like that and see it around. We don't really get into this shit, you know what I'm saying? Lock in. Now we get into Zion. Zion is our mother. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of scriptural references. We can see. You know, we're going to get into in a minute to show you how Zion is the mother. You know what I'm saying? Because it said Ethiopia the black, Ethiopia, Africa, the mother. You know what I'm saying? Really all the whole Mother Earth before it was split up, because the lands were all together. You know what I'm saying? You can really see how the black, you know what I'm saying, manifested that shit over in the east part or whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? So you can see how they reference Zion to being a her 3 times in Lamentations chapter 1, verses 4, 6, and 17. Matter of fact, let's just pull that up real quick. We got it's Lamentations. You know what I'm saying? I got this shit.